Hello and welcome to a live stream of the game Tui Birds of a Feather. This is for KiwiRPG Week, and for those who are interested in loot, which I think everyone is, there is a giveaway for a Roll20 module for Deathmatch Island in the chat. So stick around when the game finishes, just to make sure we can give that to somebody. So today we are playing, as I said, Tui, Birds of a Feather, a game where you play as Tui, who are mobsters and do mob things. Not necessarily very well.
Flash mobs, right? Flash mobs, right?
Sure. Yep. Let's go with that. So the main thing that you need to know as players, and then I'll get you to introduce yourself soon, is that you are a newly made crew in your particular family tree, which is ruled over by the Dewey, and you would like to establish some credit for yourself, impress the Dewey. Maybe you can even ask him for a favor on the day of his daughter's nesting. So based on that, how about we introduce ourselves? Fairies, do you want to start?
Hi, I'm Fairies, and I am playing Frankie the Who. I am a heavy, so I'm a rather big, tough bird. Are we going over our floors as well?
Sure.
Cool. And because two of us had the same thing, I decided to change my floor. I have for science as my floor. Intelligence is my dump stat, by the way. So this is going to be fun.
Excellent. All right. James.
Hi, everyone. I'm James, and I am the other person who's playing the same thing, basically. So I'm going to be playing Koko the Tuineto, and I'm going to be doing my best/worst/definitely worst Arnold Schwarzenegger impression throughout this. I'm also a heavy, and I'm slow on the uptake.
I would like to add that costumes and terrible accents and voices will definitely guarantee some kind of unfair favoritism from the GM. And Lyndon.
Kia ora, ko Lyndon Aho, coming to you from Te Awa Kairangi ki Tai Lower Huts, and I am playing Frankie. Sammy Two Tufts. He's a shadow. He lurks and he slides in between places, and he's also a bully magnet.
All right. So now, probably. Okay, so first of all, we're going to need someone to keep track of Moxie. Moxie is a pool of D10s that you can use to re-roll failures. So, and every time you fail a roll that wasn't a Moxie roll, you get a Moxie. Is there someone who can hang on to a pile of D6s?
I have a
Wait, is it D6s for...
Sorry, D10s.
D10.
My apologies, D10s.
Yep.
Do we share pool or do we hold?
Shared pool.
Yeah. I've got a whole bunch of D10s here.
You're happy looking after that?
My dice monkey.
Mm-hmm.
So
awesome.
Yeah.
Next thing to know about is heat. Now, heat is effectively a doom clock. It's cumulative. Every time you do something nefarious or obvious or just horrifying, you will get a little bit more heat. If you get too much heat, the feds will be on your tail. The feds being Doc. And they will throw you in a slammer somewhere, and who knows when you'll get out. Maybe you can got a deal, that sort of thing. Now, so the next thing that we have to choose is what the job is going to be. So you have all been you're a newly minted crew. This is probably your first job together, and you want to impress the Dewey. So I'm just getting to my list. So we would pick one job for for each player, for the whole group to do, but say 3 players, 3 jobs. So I can read out a list and we can roll, or you can come up with your own suggestions if you've come up with something funnier, that sort of thing. What's the preference? You want to roll or just pick?
I think I'll roll for my one.
Yeah,
Let's
I want to
roll.
roll.
Okay.
Rolling is good.
One.
Any excuse for dice.
Also,
Okay, yep. So that's going to be a D10. And do you want me to read them out first, or just want to roll?
let's roll.
Let's just
Oh.
roll.
I got a 9.
Ooh. There is a rival crew that you need to deal with in one way or another.
I'm going to smash them. I've got a 4.
4? Okay. You need to deliver a message.
And I've got a 6.
Ooh, okay. Protection. This it's up to you guys. This could be a protection racket that you're running, or maybe you need to protect something. What do you think?
I think actually protecting something
Okay.
Yeah.
is
I
my
agree.
vote.
Okay. I think I can spin that into something. And
Rival crew protection and deliver a message.
and we can get into the basic mechanics as we go. So, it is dawn. And unfortunately that means the dawn chorus. You live in an area with a significant number of tui, so it's not the worst dawn chorus, but it's not necessarily what you want at dawn. So let's go round. Start with Sammy Two Tufts. What are you doing right now? Are you awake, asleep?
Yeah, Sammy's up. Sammy is sitting on a tree branch singing the song of his people, which is a reasonably close impression of the full cycle of car alarm noises.
Well, Tui, yep, Tui. A lot of these songs can be translated to just a lot of profanity. Okay, and so what is Frankie the Who doing?
So, question for you: can we use like tools and stuff, or we?
Within reason, and when I say within reason, I mean if it's funny and amuses me.
Okay, because I did have an idea. It probably doesn't fit, but Frankie, there's a scrapyard nearby, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of just junk everywhere. And Frankie has just been messing around with it.
Mhm.
An old blowtorch fell over, and it just landed perfectly. And he's just kind of been welding random stuff together. If you give me a moment, I have something. Because I don't have costumes and I'm not great at accents, but I did cosplay at one point, so I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay. I want to see what this is.
Hmm.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna find a way to work it in because that's Chekhov's giant scythe saw blade. It has to happen now.
Yeah, I made this for cosplay ages ago and never end up using it because, well, cosplay is expensive.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you are playing around in the scrapyard and either you create or come across something interesting that I don't know how good you'll be at using it, but you can if it's the right size, you can carry it around in your claws or possibly in your beak. It'd be very small.
I may have accidentally killed a few living creatures. I may have accidentally hurt a lot of people and animals, but it was worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got the thing that you wanted. It was once a pizza cutter. It has become something else now. Alrighty, and Coco the Tuineto.
Coco the Tuineta is working out. You think these muscles happen naturally? I'm doing the squats and I'm singing my own theme song while I do it. It's the eye of the tiger.
Has it been changed slightly to the eye of the Tui, or is it just the eye of the
yeah,
tiger?
what's a tiger?
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's Eye of the Tiger, but if you ask me what a tiger is, I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. To
So,
be honest, like,
wayward question: how much moxie does he get for singing in this, or Schwarzenegger?
Do you need me to sing it? Because I could sing it.
I am 100% willing. Go.
Oh, all right. It's the Eye of the Tiger. It's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks to play in the night, and is stalking them all with the eye of the tiger. What's a tiger?
At which point, like a karakaberry is forcefully thrown at you, like just at when you just reach like the bit where you're on top of the branch and like sort of raising your hands because for some reason you have a beanie on. No one knows where you got it or how. So I'm gonna need you to roll. Let's roll Boyd. And so you would.
Okay.
I believe you could definitely add heavy to this.
Cool. That's still not enough. I rolled a 2. +2 from heavy, +1 from Boyd. 5.
Cool. Okay. How does this karakaberry just absolutely flatten you? Because I'm assuming you're on like a higher branch. Also, take
I'm on a branch. I just knocks
moxie.
it straight off the branch. So I'm doing all my
Yep.
And I fall out of the tree.
Awesome. So take 2 moxie. 1 because you had a failed roll, and 1 because you got a lot further through the song than I thought you would.
I thought I was going to start googling the lyrics of the verse.
Okay.
All right, so there we go. We've got 2 moxie.
All right, awesome. Now, so those who have not been knocked out of the tree have been summoned. So to wait upon the Dewey. The Dewey is the head of your particular family, which is all about doing legitimate business. Legitimate.
Waste management.
There we go. That'll do. And I'm assuming the 2 of you that have not, just had a mild concussion arrive.
Oh yeah.
Yep. There is just a lot of. What do you mean I can't bring it? It's cool. Look at it, shiny. I need to show it to the Dewey.
Yeah, there are 2. There are 2 quite, heavy set Tui just standing in front of you. There's like very just impassive, faces, straight beak. I mean, you're not sure if they're also like checking, earpieces or if they're just, scratching their heads. It's a bit difficult, but they do let you through after you put down your sharp thing. And at which moment the koko comes falling down through several branches and lands with a splat between you and the Dewey. So you're all 3 of you are there now. The Dewey is a very large, older Tui. He's got a little bit of grey sort of in his feathers. He has a tiny Tui-sized stogie. No one knows where it comes from. No one knows what it actually does. It's constantly giving off a little bit of smoke. And I'm not going to do the voice because I've tried it before and it just was not a good idea. So he says, "You are the newest." He kind of waits until you get into some semblance of order. But being the newest, you must still earn your place. And there's been some things happening that I would like you to handle. You see, I have a speakeasy, a watering hole, a place of rest. I cannot keep this accent straight. Place of rest.
That's the best thing about accents is gold.
Pardon?
It's okay, boss. You're doing great.
Yeah, that's right. Just somewhere behind him, like a couple of the heavy set Tui just nod and step back slightly. You know, You guys had no idea how close they were to you. It's like, and in such an establishment, there are occasionally individuals who, smoking with the other hand, who don't smoke, kids, not even tiny 2A-sized cigars, who are stirring up the wrong sort of attention, the wrong sort of trouble. You capiche?
Just complete blank face and a stare and a nod. No idea what he's talking about.
I'm
but
still mildly concussed, honestly. So
Yeah,
I think
that's
I'm probably
okay.
always mildly concussed. I don't think I'm so much slow on the uptake. It's just
There is
mildly
no
concussed.
uptake.
There is no uptake.
Okay.
As
There's
the
a sort of
brains of the
pause.
group, I'm just gonna nod.
There's a pause and a kind of there's like a look. There's an establishment and there's a crew who just aren't taking the hint. They want it as their own. And I would very much appreciate it if their intentions about that were to shift in another direction. And most importantly, we need to get a message through, not just to this crew, but to whoever is behind them. You can help me out on this?
Yeah, we can, guys. Yes. Yes.
You want me to hurt someone?
I guess I can hire a
The
courier
Dewey
to
just
send a
looks at-
message.
The Dewey just looks at all of you and just goes, hey. Go to it. And in the background, the two very heavy set, bodyguards are sort of, they're basically they're making bets. They've got the books out, and it's Corfi flowers that they are betting with. Corfi flowers being the source of nectar, which is the lifeblood of all Tui, and also damn good drink. As you guys leave, and you don't even have to leave in the same direction if you don't want to, but as you leave, the Dewey is sort of puts his own couple of Corfi into the betting pool as well. So it is still reasonably early in the morning.
What is the establishment we're going to? Also, what is an establishment?
If boss wants to send a message, is boss really that poor that he can't afford a courier to send a message?
I can take a message. Do we have a message?
Yeah, you don't really say.
You would know, or you are told possibly by one of the other Tui that are like ushering you out or off the branch. You're told where the establishment is. It's actually one that you've heard of before.
Why didn't you just say so?
It's one that you have heard about. You've never really been allowed in because it is for generally the higher ranking members of the tree. But yeah, so definite. So you know where it is. Is there anything that you want to do? Do you want to go straight there? Do you want to just like, nah, screw this, we're doing something else entirely? What's your plan?
I think Coco just wants to go straight there, but he's going to want Sammy and Frankie to explain to him what's actually going on. Simpler, shorter words.
Yeah.
Frankie at the very... Oh, I got the thing that there's people paying attention and we need to make them not pay attention. So, usually that means just hitting stuff. I've got no idea why he wants... Yeah. Well, Sammy, you probably know. And I think we both just look at Sammy like, please explain. We have one brain cell between the two of us.
And it's yours. Mine just got knocked out. It will grow back later, I think.
Yeah, well, I guess you'd think of it as like a telegram message where you hammer hammer something into a receiver,
hammer.
and it gets received.
I can hammer
that.
things.
Just
So you find one end of the chain and you hammer it, and then
Right.
the other end of the chain hears about how it got hammered.
Right. Hammer things. Got it.
just look at my pizza cutter. It's like, well, this doesn't have a hammer on it, but I guess I can start working. And just start as we go along, just dragging one end, trying to not let the blade rotate, so just one end gets blunted.
So, are you flying or walking?
Yes,
Cool, got it.
I am trying to fly. I am failing.
Awesome. All right, where are you all headed?
Following Sammy.
Club.
Yeah, I think you're the leader.
So he's got to go. He's very excited to go to the club.
Yeah. What do we think this club is called? It's definitely it's quite exclusive. It's definitely Tui territory, and it is you just imagine like 20s speakeasies, but birds.
I don't know what it's called, but we have the name. I do want it just to be like roosting in the Tui Beer Factory.
So it's not okay. So it's not in a tree. It's actually at the Mangatanoka, the old brewery.
In the tower.
All right. So your tree is somewhere. Your particular branch of the tree is somewhere near Mangatanoka. That's fair. And yeah, that big old tall red brick building. There are parts of it have been abandoned by humans for a while, and it does in fact leave some really, really nice spaces for what if we called it the iridescent feather?
Nice.
It's the only classy thing that we're going to have in this entire game. We've gotten it out of the way. Entry is through a broken window pane on the very top floor. There are bouncers, more Tui, who so if you go straight to the entrance.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Another very large Tui who looks like he has no sense of humor is perched on the window pane, and he sort of looks at you and goes, so what kind of a face, what are you doing as he looks at you one by one, just with his expression just getting more and more confused?
I think Sammy has that sort of look like he's just knows he's supposed to just go away, but is like really excited to have an excuse to be about to talk to them, and also just like trying to talk to this person, and you would normally hide at this point, but is very excited not to be.
Okay, so Sammy Two Tufts is vibrating with excitement. What's Coco the Tuinator doing?
Coco is trying to figure out who is the person I'm meant to hammer. So, Sammy, is it this one? Should I hammer him?
No.
Oh.
No.
You let me know, right?
Okay.
You can let me know when it's time to hammer someone.
Sure.
Because I will hammer them.
Probably nobody in here. But
what are we doing here?
Well, finding out where they are.
Oh.
And if we do find them in here, probably take them outside to hammer them.
Why not just hammer them there?
Well, it's not very entertaining for the customers.
Very
with the
entertaining for
hammering.
me.
I know. Every time I see a fight, it's awesome.
Frankie, as this conversation's been going on, the bouncer has literally just unhooked like a bit of string that was acting as a velvet rope and just let you in. And it's just politely waiting for this conversation to finish. So
Right.
you can go ahead if you want to.
Frankie is still just dragging his pizza cutter behind him, specifically trying to blunt one end.
Okay.
Doesn't
They
doesn't
do
even look at
require
the
you
guy.
to check the pizza cutter.
It's the restaurant. This is a pizza cutter. What if I order the pizza?
Okay, I'm going to need you to roll something to try and get away with that.
What do you want me to roll?
I
Style?
feel like it's probably style.
I do have a
Or
+1.
possibly, yeah, I feel like it's style, I think.
I do have a +1 to that. Let's go. 5 on the die, so that's a 6.
6, yeah. I don't think that the other stuff you have is gonna help. So like they don't kick you out, but they won't let you bring it in. Imagining that this discussion kind of ends as these two have finished their conversation and joined you.
Frankie looks at his pizza cutter, and it's like, no one likes it. No. And he just looks at it, and he got it from the scrapyard. It's very dirty, to put it simply. And he just notices like there's some cheese on there, and there's some pineapple on the cheese. And it's like, everyone knows pineapple is, you know what? For everyone, you're all the same. And just kind of just gives up, puts it to the side, and just walks in complaining about how these
They give
savages
you
don't
a
understand
ticket.
pineapple on pizza.
They give you a ticket for the valet.
That's an extra moxie, right?
Yes.
For failing a.
Oh yes, that too. Also a moxie for the conversation.
We've got a nice little pool, so if you need to re-roll anything.
Yeah. So basically, when you fail a roll that you really don't want to fail, you can use a moxie to re-roll it. It's not particularly strictly controlled, but if the rest of the group really disagrees, then we're going to have to pause and have a discussion and a fight to the death to just to decide how best to move forward as a group. So inside is it's effectively like there's the ceiling area of this top floor that has a lot of beams. I don't know what the upper inner floors of the Tui Brewery look like, but I'm assuming. If anyone wants to come and tell me the correct things, cool. But yeah, so there are lots of beams in the ceiling. There is a floor down below, but it's not really the bit that you guys hang out at. And there are little light fixtures, like hanging lights, basically, that have been turned more into like baskets, made effectively of nesting material, but it's classy. And around the ceiling, there are small groups of tui hanging out in those baskets. At one end, there's a sort of on a beam, there are a number of beautiful singers who are singing some old tui classics. Everybody give me one classic tui song.
There's only one song I can think of in it, and I think everyone will kill me if I start singing 99 Bottles of Beer on the Wall.
So what was the title, sorry?
99 Bottles of Beer on the Wall. I can't think of it. I'm blanking.
Okay, but imagine that in a 1920s jazz voice. Okay, so that's the first one on the docket. And there's soft lighting coming in through the windows. Some of them, there's a few bits and bobs of shiny things here and there. And there is also the bar. The bar is, in fact, just a really big pile of kowhai flowers. There are other bits and pieces there, but that's mostly what it is. And there are a couple of tui, going backwards and forwards, clearly wait staff. So, overall, this is classy. There are quite a few individuals at baskets that they look like they're there as bodyguards rather than, company. So what do you want to do?
Wow, Check out those dames. Oh, we.
Yeah, this place is swanky. It's
I
just
know.
really swanky. Oh, everything's so swanky. I think we should. I should add. It just sort of tries like sneaky, or at least not drawing attention to himself. Suddenly feels really out of place. But trying to find someone who's like. Keeping an eye on things like as in charge of the floor way rather than just a ordinary bouncerous kind of way.
So you're looking for like a manager or a maitre d'.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a new song has just begun called "Shake Your Tail Feather." So it's got a little bit more energy to it than previously, and you do spot without too much trouble someone who is, she's a relatively small bird, and she's not as flashy as you would expect, but she is hanging out near the bar. Seems to be doing a lot of looking over things, sending people to do stuff, generally keeping an eye on the place. So if you had to pick for who was in charge, probably her.
Sammy, so do we want to do like work first, or do we want to have fun first? Because
this place looks like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. So I think that we should do work. I think that it would be good. Otherwise, I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
And I kind of need you guys at the top of your game.
I'm always at the top of my game.
Oh yeah, you are.
Boom.
Boom.
Both of you take a moxie.
We just start doing.
If that playful punch actually sends Sammy flying, not intentionally flying, but moving through the air to land square in the middle of a basket, which contains a number of fairly, plump, fancy looking tui.
Oh no!
Scattering the artistic bundle of kowhai flowers that they had been sipping from. So yeah, Sammy, if you're okay with that in exchange for the moxie.
Oh, hey. Ladies.
Oh, the nectar smells amazing, by the way. And it's hard not to smell it because it's all over you.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, no, I'm gonna be. And looks up and is definitely being stared at by the person.
Oh yeah, like you're sort of looking up the beaks of three sort of very stern looking figures.
I feel like I need to talk to somebody. You think I should have a chat with someone? Let's go and talk to them.
So you're going to try and escape?
No, I'm going to suggest to them that they should be taking me to the manager.
Okay. How are you going to convince them of that? I feel like that's going to be a style roll. But
yes, that does sound like a style roll, doesn't it?
But if you were to willingly fail this because of Bully Magnet, you would get yet another moxie.
True.
So you should really start using some of that moxie.
Yeah. If I may be permitted to give myself a 1 on this. Because that's very, it just looks at these guys and goes, so anyway, I had a mission, and then it gets grabbed and
you're not going to try and get away, you're just going to get gotten.
No, yeah, I'm going to get gotten.
Cool. Okay.
These two guys working out.
So everybody else, you see Sammy, your good friend, being effectively, like there are a couple of the bouncer types. They've got like a wing and a leg each, and they're doing the swinging motion to sort of try and heave him out of the door. There's even actually several of the singers from that side have actually they've started getting out scorecards, like ready to judge. Clearly, this has happened before. Are you going to do anything about it, or are you just going to watch?
Sammy, my friend. They must be the people who need to be hammered. Let's go. Let's get them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Say hello to my big friend. My big friend is me. I am my own big friend.
Yeah, my big friend too, dude. Just slap you on the back.
Okay, so Coco is just gonna like charge in there.
Yep. Damn the
Okay,
consequences.
so that is going to be a muscle roll.
Yep.
And you can absolutely use heavy as well.
Yep.
Can I
I'm going to
assist?
roll that off the table. I'll just go grab that. Well, that was a 6 plus
A 6.
2 for muscle plus 2 for heavy is 10.
Right, yeah. Okay, so 10 is you succeed with basically just a minor complication. So how are you literally just like headbutting one of them, or gonna land in the whole pile? What's your approach?
Well, let's see. I think we'll just slam the first one, grab the second one, toss him out the door instead.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you absolutely.
And then I'll pick Sammy up and put him back on his feet.
Okay, so you do that. Now these were the bodyguard bouncer types of this original group, of the group themselves. They weren't the bouncer that is at the door. So the complication is that the guy you throw hits the actual bouncer, who is now heading over to you. But you've also gotten the attention of someone else, and it's interesting actually. There's this kind of, you guys are making a lot of noise. The singers, by the way, have given that a 7.6, a 5, and an 8.2. That one winks at you.
Only a 5?
Yeah.
That was better than a 5.
I yell out to the bouncer, God damn, did you see that guy? He just went charging at you. What is wrong with these people?
Give me a
And they
style
only
roll.
gave him a 5.
Give me a style roll if you want them to believe you.
I do.
Okay.
7 on the die, so that is an 8.
8. Okay. Yeah, so the bouncer kind of a little bit,
just
and
looks
just kind
behind
of
him like,
backs away, and the one that was thrown out has sort of fluttered somewhere outside. Who cares about him now? The others in that particular basket are still not happy, but at that moment a waiter flutters over, and sort of taps those of you that are not still. Oh, actually, no, Sammy, you're not in the Korfai anymore, are you?
No.
So you're all sort of tapped on the shoulder with a wing, and it just told that the manager would like to speak with you, sort of indicating the bird that I described earlier, who is sitting at the bar and who looks just. The closer you get, the more it looks like she's just got a headache. And now there's you.
So that makes 2 headaches.
as we make our way over, just a call. This is a really nice place. Most places we can't fight. Though I don't think they know their numbers. You deserved at least a 9.
Well, I'll look at the one who gave me an 8 and catch your eye, and I'll be back.
Okay, take another moxie. Start using them. They're building up too fast.
Yeah,
Okay.
I keep on having to find more
Yep. Okay.
and more
So
victims.
the manager just kind of gives you all. You arrive in front of the manager, and again, she looks tired. She's got a headache. Now there's you. She just holds out, basically just like a little kowhai flower that's clearly got extra juice added, and sort of sips it. And she goes, "So, you're the one the Dewey sent?" Sip.
Oh yeah. That's us. I was worried I would have to explain, but
Well,
no.
generally, darling, generally, when help is sent, they don't. I'm going very Jersey with this accent. Oh well, they don't. When help is sent, they don't usually start breaking up your bar the moment they arrive. Just a tip.
Okay, guys. Yeah.
There's a reason they aren't seen that helpers again. They ain't that great.
Yeah. We're a very unusual team. That's
kidding.
your
We're a
listeners know
team.
that.
Yep.
Yeah. We're a special squad for
All
your
right.
problems.
Well, she snaps. You shouldn't be able to snap feathers, but she does. And you're each brought a modest flower. You know, clearly not the top shelf, but also not. She's not insulting you either. She's like, "Well then."
Oh gee.
And nectar is effectively, bootleg booze. She's right. Well, the gentleman that you disturbed, they're all customers. They'll be fine. I'll give them enough nectar they'll forget by tomorrow. But the real trouble that we're having here is with a group of magpies. 2 of them, but they also got a bellbird. 2 magpies and a bellbird. You tell me that's normal?
Okay, that's
That's
normal.
normal.
No, that was sarcasm, guys. That was we talked about this.
Come up and take
There's
away your
the
Sorry.
rhetorical.
I've heard about this, but I'm still working on it.
It's the rhetorical device of irony, boys.
That's right. Reticle.
2 magpies.
What he said.
And a curry
Oh, I'm
meatball.
getting a headache. All right. Look, in probably by noon, they'll be here, acting like they own the joint, disturbing my customers. But we would like for them to not be. That's something you can do?
They're the ones you want with the hammer?
Yeah, so
Sure, honey.
probably something like that. Except she
Oh,
can't
okay.
say that because
we've
she's
been
like
saying
a
that all
business
along.
person, and
been
so we
saying
have
that
this
all
arrangement
along.
where people like talk obliquely.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that like the rhetoricals?
Look, I know the Dewey has an opinion, but we pay our money every month. His birds are always welcome here. The ladies always treat him real nice. So now we need you to do your part. We need to send a message to them. I don't know who's in charge, the bellbird, the magpies. Maybe there's a Kia in there somewhere. Who cares? Point is, they need to know that the iridescent feather is off limits. And also, what was the other goal we had? Sorry. Brain just froze.
Protect something.
Protection, message, and rival crew. Oh no, we got it all in there. Excellent. Please ignore the sudden break in accent. The human who's playing me is just a little tired. Yeah. And if you don't, well, maybe you don't leave here. I'm in this imaginary place. Not sure where this is going. I'm stuck in a loop. Somebody help me, oh dear God. Anyway.
This is a nice place.
It
Leaving's
is.
not so bad.
It is.
Not leaving's not so bad.
Yeah.
Anyway. Got a while till noon. Make yourselves at home. Please do not bother any more of my customers unless they bother you or they bother me or I tell you that they need to be bothered. All right?
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I think they understood that bit.
You know what? That's progress. That is progress. She snaps her feathers again, which again should not be possible. And a couple of waiters take you to your own basket. It's not as nice as the ones in the middle of the ceiling, but it's there. It's a little bit out of the way, a little hard, so you're not as obvious. And they bring you moderate amounts of nectar. And they bring you kind of Tui are nectar feeders, so the food and the booze is the same. But yeah, at some point, Koko, there is a number is like slipped to you. It's not a number in the sense of a phone number so much as it's the third tree on the fourth branch. The 26th leaf.
Yeah.
And
Gentlemen,
from that singer.
This one is for me, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, so she's still on stage, but like you definitely get like a wink.
Okay.
What's the song that they are singing now?
Stormy Feather.
I like it. Okay, now you've got a while till noon when the supposed crew is meant to arrive. Is there anything that you want to do? There is a lot of nectar.
Frankie is going to, because you said they gave us some of the, not the top shelf, but not bad stuff.
Yeah.
Frankie's going to ask for as much of the cheapest stuff he can get.
Mm-hmm.
Because.
So the way this is going to work is clearly the manager. Well, actually, no. Clearly to someone with a slightly higher smarts, the manager has been like, do not let them get pissed. But you can absolutely try to get round that.
Frankie's not trying to get drunk.
Okay, so you just want a whole bunch of the bottom shelf that they have.
Yep. You say it works like alcohol?
Yep. I'm going to say you don't need to roll for that. They it's the stuff that it's the dregs, which is still not bad. Other
than that, he is going to go like, all right, so if we're going to show your bouncer what to, I'm going to need my stuff. Can I he took my thing. He's got a problem against pineapple. Can I bring it in?
Yeah, they'll return that to you, provided that you don't just go flashing it around needlessly.
Cool. That is perfectly fine.
Cool. Anyone else? Or are we just going to skip straight till noon?
Sammy, now that we have the time, explain to me again what this rhetorical device is.
Now, this covers the entire rest of the time because Sammy is kind of aware that, like, I think basically what Sammy tries to do is explain irony in terms of the Tui equivalent of the Alanis Morissette song. And then as like then he stops and tries to actually see what the two ironic things actually do have in common, and sort of develops one theory, and then just spends a while working that out, and then moves on to the next ironic thing, which doesn't fit properly either. And I think I read about something called cosmic irony one time. It's like I don't know if I understood it. Actually, it might have been existential irony, but it's like not so much a rhetorical device as something bad happening, and just in a mild mild
Frankie.
intellectual panic.
Frankie,
for
you
the
have a
rest of the time,
device there.
casually.
Is that device rhetorical?
That's a very literal device that our friend Frankie has. I think it would be very concrete for anyone who encountered it.
Frankie just gives a big, wide grin. And at this point, he is rubbing the nectar on his weapon.
Sammy,
I am
I
a
have heard of
stupid
this
scientist.
device. Is this metaphor?
for science. Amazing. Sammy
Your
hasn't
device
been
is
drinking a
very
lot.
impressive. Can I hold your device?
Yeah, here. Hands it to you.
It is so massive.
Okay, now you got to pose.
I
Hey,
will
hey, we-
pause with your massive slick device. Is it rhetorical now?
So we promise not to wave around the device, okay, guys?
He's not waving around. He's posing. That is staying still.
Yeah, but it's kind of flourish. It's a flourish that he's doing with the device right now. Am I wrong? Is that not a flourish?
Anyway.
Yeah.
You're muted.
Oops, I just muted myself. That's great. So as you are discussing this, you do hear something. Now, anyone who wants to make a roll, I'm going to call this Boyd,
Boyd.
just to see if you can recognize what it is.
I can do it, Boyd.
Oh. 3.
I got a 10 on the dice. 4 out of
Okay.
12.
Okay, so we got someone got a 3, someone got a 12, and what else?
Oh, I'll roll while we're at it too. And it went off the table again. Maybe I need some sort of dice rolling.
Okay.
Or something.
With the 12, at the very least, Sammy, that's a magpie call. It's it's a magpie
I have a
territorial
9.
call. Oh, okay. And so Corco also, you've heard it before, because in your case, it's because what it translates to is yeah, ay, yeah, ay, yeah, ay, over and over, which is the traditional magpie greeting. Magpie are rivals of Tui in the sense that you guys are the kind of mafia that show up in like The Godfather and things like that, whereas Magpie are the kind of gangsters that show up in let's see, damn, no, I can't remember the name of the show.
They're like the Irish mafia, and we're the Italian
No,
mafia.
not nearly as classy.
I'm thinking of just bikers.
I'm thinking of Bogans,
Oh.
Westies.
Oh, Outrageous Fortune.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like they're the gangsters from like Outrageous Fortune. Like in terms of so you are not necessarily the same kind of organized crime, but they are known to you, which is why you know what it sounds like when they are doing their traditional call to come and get some, and they are approaching.
They? Is there more than one of them?
There are at least 2 that you can hear. The sound is coming from outside.
Well, I'll give Frankie his rhetorical device back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Frankie had failed, so all he's just going is like, see, this is not waving it around. It is posing. It's not moving. It is posing. As
Frankie.
he's just
Frankie, there's magpies coming. Eh?
where? Oh, there.
And you're all aware, like a magpie is not. Tui are known for being the ones who end fights and start them and continue them, and just generally being little balls of murderous rage with feathers stuck on. But magpie are among the few birds that would actually not be immediately terrified of you. So this actually is a challenge.
I
But
would like to counter that.
Mhm.
So, you said nectar is kind of like alcohol, right?
yes, for you it is.
Yeah. So, and we own basically a factories building. I want to take my nectar-covered pizza slicer and just scrape it on some of the metal, and basically, I want it to light on fire, and then just start charging.
Okay.
Stupid scientist, I told you.
I'm gonna say that if you want that to work, you're gonna need to roll smarts.
Excellent.
And I'm never not saying those stats in an accent. It's so much fun. To see if you can get this to work.
Could I? Because there's no way I'm going to make it. If I set myself on fire as well,
Why don't you try, and then you
Okay.
could use a moxie afterwards if you need to, because
We've got lots of moxie.
yeah.
fair enough. Okay, so that's a 4. So gonna let's use a moxie.
Yeah.
That's a reroll, right?
Yep.
So that's a 3.
Tell me how it goes horribly wrong.
I mean, I had a lot of nectar. A
Mm.
lot. I specifically got the cheap stuff.
hmm
I also didn't really care about where I placed it or how it spilled. Or
hmm
the bar's probably not going to last the night.
The
The bar is probably not going. I start a fire.
How about this? The thing about nectar is that it's sticky.
Yep.
And a lot of the lower shelf stuff has probably been sitting for a while. How about you kind of stick yourself to one of the roof beams?
Cool.
In what pose, though?
I mean, it has to be just, he does this thing, whether it works or not, it doesn't matter. And then he just tries to run for.
Lost you for a second there.
Okay, that just. Yeah. Run forward and completely faceplant.
So faceplant into
Essentially a glue trap.
Yep. Okay. So there is, for those who are paying attention to Frankie, there is just a lot of muffled, maybe cursing, coming from that direction. What are you doing?
Is
Coco,
that irony?
I think it might be a form of irony. The pizza cutter is pretty irony. It's made of iron. Anyway, I think we should extract our compatriot from this sticky situation.
magpies are
Hey.
getting closer.
Coco, my friend, you wanna unstick Frankie for a moment here?
Okay. What's the worst that could happen? It's not like I'm going to stick myself in as well, is it?
Please. Now,
Okay,
please,
so
now.
it's either going to be a style or a muscle. So if you use style, actually, okay, so if you use smarts, it's you trying to get him out by understanding how he's made glue. If you use muscle, it's force, and he will probably lose half his feathers. And if you use style, it impresses the hell out of your dancer friend. So your singer friend.
I think Coco would like to think that he's being stylish, but no, let's be honest. It's muscle. It's, of course,
Yeah,
it's muscle.
yeah, okay.
I've rolled a 10 on the dice, plus 3 for muscle, plus 3 for heavy is a 14.
Okay, so
You might not lose some feathers, but we might be taking some of the bar floor with you.
yeah, so that actually means that you get a bonus. I could give you more
You've got
moxie, but
armor.
that seems a bit pointless. So what is the bonus?
Frankie
extra
now has
benefit?
armor. He's got wood stuck to him. He's got armor.
Okay. So you just grab Frankie by
I
like the
rip
leg.
him, and it takes half the bar floor out with him. And now he's armored.
Well, he was on a beam, so he's like
He's got the
covered
beam.
in splinters. So he's
Yeah.
kind of he's like a very birdy hedgehog, I guess. All right, cool. All right, Sammy, what are you doing while this is all going on?
Sammy is going to, under cover of this distraction, sneak around behind the entrance, or like, to the side of the entrance, and the shadows like on the non-bouncer side, hoping, I think, that if two magpies comes and any bellbirds will be at the back, and I could grab that guy.
If you're looking out, you can see approaching. There is a bellbird flying at the front, and there are two magpies flying behind. And the bellbird is now starting to sing. But he's doing what bellbirds do, and he is mimicking Tui song. Which is generally not taken to be polite, at least by Tui.
Yeah. Sally is gonna make a little mental note about that, but he will bide his time and not alter the plan too much, which may or may not prove a good idea. But he will sit behind the door, and as the bellbird gets ushered in, the intention is to just grab it.
So you just want to grab the bellbird as he like reaches the entrance?
Yeah, just past the bouncer, just kind of relax, checking out the room, and then from behind the door, yoink.
Okay, so you are a shadow, and you, I would say, I feel like that is either muscle or possibly style, depending on how you play it.
It's gonna have to be muscle, I think.
And you can use shadow, given you're sneaking up.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
You've got this.
Boop. Oh, that's 6.
Do you want to use a Moxie and re-roll?
Yeah, then no.
No.
It's funny if we just complete failures.
Yep. Okay, so you do manage to grab him, but it's by just the very tip of his tail feathers. So instead of the quick, efficient yank into sort of the darkness, he basically lands on he perches on at the bottom of the broken window, and then he sort of takes flight again, and that's where you grab just with your beak. You grab just the end of his tail, and now he is now suddenly got a weight on him as he's trying to fly to the next point in the bar. So you two are rapidly spiraling downwards. The magpie. So I'm going to say that we are now in something approaching combat. Initiative is pretty simple in this. It's popcorn initiative. I try never to roll because I am lazy, and you will roll either to do something or in response to something. So I believe Sammy has had the first turn. So Sammy, who should go next?
All right. I'm gonna say Coco.
Coco, okay.
All right. Cool. Well, seeing all of this going down, seeing the magpies presumably start to react to what's going on.
They are a little bit behind the bellbird, so they are almost at the entrance.
But yeah, I'll go over to the closest to the magpie, the one who's closest to me, closest to what's going on. I've got a message for you. The message is my fist.
Okay, yep.
And I rolled another 10.
Okay.
Plus 2 for muscle, plus 2 for heavy.
I need your dice, dude.
Okay, so what did you? Okay, so that is a smashing success. How do you succeed, and what is the bonus that you get?
Well, all right. what I really want to do is just keep the magpies away from Sammy. So I think what it's going to be is it's going to be punching this one so hard that he falls into the other one.
Okay, so magpie comes flying in, meets your fist, and and then hits the other one on the way out.
Hits the other one as he goes sprawling back. And the important
Okay,
thing is
so,
that both of them are being distracted from being able to intervene with Sammy and the bell.
Okay, they both just got kicked out, like punched back out the entrance. So it'll
my
take
signature
a
move.
moment or two to recover. Okay, and who is next?
All right. I feel like I should probably hand it over to them. So I'll hand it over to the bellbird.
Okay, so the bellbird has noticed this, noticed that he's gained some weight lately, is now screeching and trying and flapping very hard and trying to kind of kick you off his tail. Not doing a great job. You're so he is going to try and basically just grab the nearest beam or anything that he can that's not the floor. So I'm going to say, Sammy, do you want to roll to see if you can, stop him from shaking you off?
Okay. Again, not much about but style and muscle.
Would work.
If you can make a case for it, it's always interesting to see stats used creatively.
Which
is another way of saying make me laugh and it'll happen.
I don't think that the Flappy Bird attack where you're just opening up and going straight at someone. So it's like if this bird is trying to slow down, then it's getting another bird in its face. Fly, and just further destabilizing it. Is that a Boydie thing to do? It's not remotely shadowy.
I think if you are doing it in a way that's impressive or stylish, you could say style. If you're just trying to basically just thrash around so that this bird's not going anywhere or not achieving much apart from falling, that would probably be a bird or Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd. Boyd it is. 11.
Okay. So 11 is a success with a bonus. So you just thrash and screech and peck and and scratch and bite and all of those things, and the bellbird just kind of spirals out of the air and you both land in a heap on the floor, but you get a bonus. What would you like that to be?
I kind of want. Well, just what I want to have happen. As we land like on a plank, and then whoop, there's a gap in the floor.
Yes. Okay.
So we're in the next level now.
Well, you don't necessarily have to follow him. You might have escaped.
Okay. Let's say I'm dangling.
Okay, cool. And you've definitely got to feel his tail
because
feathers.
it's not a big gap.
Yeah. So the bellbird is now somewhere, under the floor. You are dangling above the drop to that area, but you also do have a few of the bellbird's feathers as a trophy.
Teach you to do imitations.
Accept no substitutes. Okay, so that is going to be. So now we're up to the magpies. Those who are familiar with magpies will note that the magpie calls have gotten louder and considerably more obscene, and there is loud flapping and rattling as they are trying to get back in through the entrance at the same time, which is not ideal because they're quite a bit bigger than Tui. So they're there for the moment. Those, if you've been paying attention, most of the patrons have been shepherded to protected areas or defensive corners by their bodyguards. The manager has basically just found herself, a convenient perch. She has like a kowhai flower. It's got a little umbrella and a skewer with a whole bunch of different fruits on it. And she is just sitting and sipping, just watching. But the singers are still going. At this point, though, they've gone for sort of a Motown theme. It's something from like the soundtrack. It's something from the soundtrack
It's
of
a
Disney's
Skyjack.
Hercules No movie. Okay, so something that is in no way related to that. Oh, it's a kitty cat.
Yeah.
Oh, Calico.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so manager with probably like it's like a Waiheke Island iced tea, just and a number of waiters are hiding in different corners. We have a bellbird that is now kind of in like the underfloor cavity, and 2 magpies struggling at the entrance. And who's going next? Because it's a new round.
If you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully I'll succeed in something.
But you do have an awful lot of wood splinters attached to you now.
Yep. And so Frankie, he gets pulled up, he's got the wood splinters, and what distracts him is he actually starts the singers, he goes through their scorecards and just hands them each one that says a 10.
Take a moxie.
Nice. Looks around, sees how the fight's going, and just kind of shrugs. And he just goes running, flying leap through the door. And just before he hits the magpies, he tries to curl up into a ball, yelling spin dash. Because he is like a hedgehog, as you said. And yeah, I'm going to just try.
Oh, you're doing a Sonic. Cool.
Yeah.
You know what? I love it. Okay.
He is going for style over,
Yeah.
so I'm assuming.
I love it. That's awesome. Are you taking your rhetorical device with you?
No.
That's still stuck to the beam. Yeah. Okay, roll it.
Okay. 8 on the dice. I'm a heavy, so that's 2 plus 1, and so 11 plus. I'm not sure if the
Okay.
Hedgehog splinters actually give anything or not. But
I don't think they need to at this point.
Yeah.
So the magpies that were previous. So one was basically roundhoused with feathers. Feathers shouldn't hit that hard, but somehow, directly into the his partner in crime out the broken window. They've only just gotten back in, at which point they are hit with a sort of spiky cannonball with feathers. Is that what we're going for here?
Yeah.
It's also probably still a bit sticky.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So now, are you trying to like push them back out, or are you trying to like knock them prone? What's your goal here?
Knock them prone, basically, bowling pins.
How about this? You get them at a slight angle, and so you don't send them straight back out the door, but you basically splat at least one magpie against an unbroken window pane, and he sort of goes and then kind of stops because there's a trail of all that really sticky stuff that sort of means that he's now glued to the window. It takes you a little bit to kind of, get yourself out as well. But yeah, you've had more experience, so we can officially say that one magpie is neutralized.
Yeah, pull myself up, and it's just genuine. Just look around, confused. Where'd that window come from? And then just completely proceeds to throw up on the magpie by accident.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the magpie is not in a position to stop you.
Exactly.
Okay, who's going next?
Let's see how the Tuinator goes.
All right.
Right.
So Coco, with this one magpie left, I will grab a bit of branch, a twig, whatever's around the seat to
a piece of the beam that you ripped out.
Yeah, I'll grab a piece of the beam, rip a bit more of that out, improvised weapon. Going for the magpie, who's still conscious. It's hammering time. Boom.
So yeah, all right. So you're just go for it.
All right, and I've got a 9 plus 4, so 13.
What do you do to him?
I knock him out. That's it, isn't it?
See, here's the thing. I build these games with success tables with because the people that I usually play test them with have at least one really cursed player. I've never actually seen this system with so many good rolls.
Apparently, I've been saving them up from all my other games.
Fair. Okay, so so do you just like baseball bat him out? Like Team Rocket
I just imagine I knock him
or...
out, so that's it. He's out. He's unconscious.
Oh, there's like even smaller birds kind of going around his head.
Yeah. As he sluts. Hasta la vista, baby.
All right, so one magpie just flops to the floor, one's glued to a window, at which point, with a screech that is not nearly as melodious as the one he arrived with, the bellbird bursts up from the underfloor cavity, still screeching, and is going to basically fly straight at the manager. Up to you what you guys do about that.
Before that, I have a very important question. Did the singers use those scorecards they were given?
Of course they do. What actually happens is the singer who's been giving you the eye, when you look over, you notice that the other singers are looking slightly ruffled and a little bit kind of wing twisted behind back, as the one who has been winking at you is holding all of the 10 cards in like a fan and just kind of yoo-hoo, kind of fluttering them as a fan, waving them, that sort of thing. And so that's happened, and that is the moment before the bellbird erupts from the floor.
So Sammy's turn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh heck.
We have the moxie. Whatever you do will succeed.
Yeah.
Enough rolls.
Sammy's wasn't quite fast enough, like to get to block it. But so it's just oh geez, and just start trying to catch this other bird and grab it again. What have we got? These are 10-sided dice, yes. I guess I got to call that boyding. The goal is to outfly.
Okay, so you just want to catch up to him. All right, roll it.
Yeah. Not good enough. Give me another one.
What? Out goes the
Oh, that's better. That was a 10. 12.
Okay. How do you catch him?
It's a reasonable distance, so it's just like this quite incremental gaining, smaller bird. As it's a little like slower to start up with, but I think it's like the peak speed on a TUI is probably faster, but there's still like a very slow gaining, so it's like looking over a shoulder, a little bit closer, looking over a shoulder, a little bit closer, and then you just get this like beak is opening over your tail a little bit closer.
Can I add one detail? Can I add one detail? He's almost there. He looks back, and when he turns to look back in front of him, another karaka berry is hit by the manager, hits him square in the face. And that is the moment that you grab him. What are you going to do with him now that you've got him? Because that was a good success.
I think I was gearing up to bring him to a halt when he was going at full speed. So, so the physics of having been suddenly stopped by a crackerberry suggests we're going to go rapidly backwards again.
There's a lot of that these days. So where do you end up? Oh, I know. You end up in the middle of the same basket that you first landed in when you arrived.
There's another, big flourish of bellbird feathers is being stared at. Oh, hey. I think I met you ladies earlier.
So, I'm going to say for now, at the very least, you have the bellbird. The magpies are neutralized. The one that's stuck to the window is still complaining loudly, but it's become like a background sort of susurration of curse words, some of which you haven't even heard before. So, and you have the struggling, but at least for the moment, slightly stunned and restrained bellbird. What does everyone do?
I think it's time for us to go over and sort of look down at that bellbird to sort of
exactly how exactly how it was when you arrived. Yep, got it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna adjust the bellbird so that it can see these. And then
but you've got your eyes on the side of your head, so you're like,
now I don't know if you are foolish enough to be in charge of this arrangement, but if you ain't, you better tell whoever it is that if they send anybody else here, then whoever that is will be quote-a-ladle-oodling their last old idol. You know what I mean?
Take a Moxie. That's brilliant. He looks like he's going to reply, and then clearly thinks better of it. And it just kind of okay.
I have a question for you. You, bellbird. Who's your daddy and what does he do?
He's a plumber. His name's Steve.
No, I mean like who's your boss?
Oh.
I meant it metaphorically. I've been learning about these things.
Very nice.
At some point, after you say that, the rhetorical devices finally come free from the beam and it just drops.
Sort of goes ka-chunk right by.
Yeah.
That was a rhetorical device. Make sure you don't meet it even closer.
Okay, so give me a roll. I think this is, if you're trying to intimidate, I feel like that's a style, but I would argue that possibly, heavy would help with this.
Sure.
Oh, that is actually, before we go any further, I completely forgot about one of the coolest things in the game. If your names have a purpose and there is a story behind them, once per game, when you want an auto success, which you haven't needed, by the way, because apparently you've taken all the good rolls forever, you can tell the story of how you got your name. And as long as it relates somehow to what you're trying to do, you get an auto success, like a smashing out of the park success. So you could and you can tell it just to the group and say, oh, well, this happened, which is why I'm really good at this. Or you can use it, as it has been used in the past, like directly to NPCs and other characters who who are horribly intimidated by it. If you want to try that, like how did you get your name, the Tuineta?
I think I'll just roll actually, because we've got such
Totally
a big pool of Moxie, and I'm starting to run out of DTNs.
Yeah.
I've got a little piece of my daughter's play cheese set and I've been putting D10s on it as we go. And
Too
yeah,
many?
I need to get some off there.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to make things harder for you. It's so weird not having like a cursed player.
Why?
Never mind.
Yeah, so I've got a 10.
Okay, yeah. He stutters and stammers for a
we
while.
should make those zeros.
He stutters and stammers for a while. There's a gentle pattering on the floor below, and he, says, "Well, it's Tony, Tony the Cheese, who you would know is one of the lesser known and less powerful, but around kind of groups that." They're not organized and they're not classy like Tui. It very much fits with the magpie situation. They are what you would call free agents. And yeah, so you've got the name of the Tony the Cheese is the one who had been sending the bellbird and the two magpies. He is he's another bellbird, interestingly. Normally, magpies don't do what bellbirds tell them. But, bellbirds can be very charismatic.
Now, like we go give Tony the Cheese a little talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn him into a cheese toasty.
The bellbird is, very willing to pass on that message. Very, very, very willing. Whether or not you let him go is up to you.
See, this is the telegram thing. You remember? I foreshadowed this.
Oh, yes, you
sent
did.
the message one in.
And foreshadowing, you told me about that one too. Yeah. This is getting even better.
I remember. This is how it works. And I punched the bellbird.
You punched him? Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Because he hammer in the message.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, no, you punched the bellbird. He is punched. He's not in a position to do much about it.
You just got to sort of pick it up. And
I am going through what Frankie is going through what he thinks Morse code is.
So are you like beatboxing on a bellbird?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So do we want to take a 5 or 10 minute break? And then you can decide, and then we will try and wrap up in, sort of by about 9 o'clock. How does that suit everybody?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So do we just hit pause or...
If we're gonna try to wrap up by 9, I think we just keep going.
Yeah,
that's my
I'm
opinion.
okay with
If you guys want to
Yeah.
slow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nope, we can do that. All right. So you have one cooperative but dazed bellbird, and you have the name of his boss. What do you want to do now?
Oh, if we want, we can go talk to Tony, or do we just send the message?
Up to you.
I think we should talk to him. And by talk, I mean send a message. And by send a message, I mean what you just did.
Yeah, I am. I am realizing that you foreshadowed that we would be curious. Let's bring this point.
Did I? I've learned more than I thought I had.
Yeah, very smart.
Okay, let's go. By the way, that was good understanding of rhetoricalness. I'm very proud of you, Coco.
I'll say it's not difficult to find out where Tony is hanging out at the moment.
If you may, just because I do have a story for the name. Yeah. So you might not know this, but I actually know a lot of people, and I can find almost anyone. See, here's how I got my name. Back when I was younger, stayed outside this old lady's house. She was really nice. And to pay her back, she asked me to find someone for it. So I searched. I found basically everyone, but I could not find the person she wanted. Found everyone else, though. and it pains me to this day that I still have not been able to find who's a pretty boy. That's why they call me Frankie the Who. It is my eternal shame.
Yeah. Like the memory is recounted with sad background music. Sort of slightly hazy.
The singers in the background singing blues.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The so what was it that you were hoping to use that for?
Straight up, I just said it as a joke. Then you told me the thing, and I was like, okay, let's see if I'll use it to try and find someone.
Oh yeah, no, you are able to find Tony very easily, and like to the point where there's one of those like Sherlock Holmes movie moments where it's like, the ambient temperature is half a degree warmer than it was yesterday. So we have a long scene of that, which leads you to an area not that far away. It looks like every farm has an area where stuff that's not quite rubbish, but they don't want to do anything with it anymore, gets dumped. And so it's not even really a junkyard. There's bits of old fence posts. There's a couple of trees sort of struggling to survive. There's a goat at the far end of a nearby paddock, who keeps eyeing some of the more interesting barriers. There's an old car. There's all kinds of bits and pieces. And in the old car, or rather on it, Tony the cheese has built not quite a nest, but close, of just stuff. Some of it is shiny, some of it looks like food, some of it looks like the kind of thing you just take from somebody else because you're a bully. And he's just sitting there, enjoying life. There are a few other magpies circling around. It's not a particularly peaceful place to be going, but that is where he is, and you are able to get there and even know how to approach so that you are not immediately detected.
Look at Sammy. So what's the plan, boss?
I feel like we're gonna have a diplomatic meeting. I think that's what we're gonna do.
Is that the message we're meant to deliver?
Well, we could be curious for this.
Have you brought the bellbird with you?
Yeah. Hold this.
Yeah, like diplomatic, and the bellbird's just like limping. And
you remember the message?
I think I could get the gist.
I was asking the bellbird.
He just stares.
Gist is my fist.
Mm-hmm. So you just fly in, or are you?
Well, if possible, I think I would like us to get a little closer than I would expect before we're just sauntering in like it ain't a thing.
You absolutely can with Sammy's success. So you sort of land on an old tractor tire, really quite close to Tony's throne, and at which point Tony notices you, and he's a big magpie. He's got I don't know, like some of his, you can see a few spots where his feathers have been messed up that are like battle scars and things like that. He's got a bottle of Spates. So it's an old stubby of Spates. It's that he just occasionally kind of dips his beak into. And there's other bits and pieces around him, but he looks up when he sees you and goes, "Oi, hey, what the hell, bro? What the hell? What? What? Yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey."
Oh, hey, we would just thought that we would bring back your compatriot here. They hurt themselves quite badly, wandering around places where they shouldn't be.
I just realized I'd said Tony was a bellbird. So do we want Tony as a bellbird or a magpie?
Either or.
Either or.
We'll make him a bellbird.
Right.
I
A
think
bellbird who
it's
thinks he's a
funny.
magpie.
Pardon?
A bellbird who thinks he's a
Bellbird
magpie.
raised by magpies.
I like it. So he actually has the calls down.
Yeah.
He's even put little patches of white, debris on him to sort of resemble magpie markings. So so the magpie I described just shrunk down. So and I believe Sammy Two Tufts was making the introductions.
Yeah.
He sort of so Tony sort of do you just like drop the other bellbird?
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh. Cool story, bro.
Oh no,
Sort of-
no, that's not the story. And Sammy's like shaking a little. He's not normally in this kind of situation. You want to hear a story? You want to know how my tufts got like this? Before the Dewey found me, I used to be just a little petty hood. I used to sneak in places and try and take nectar from places. I used to sit and try and get some fruit from the orchards out from under the starlings, just a little juice. But then one day, I was just a kid. A whole bunch of starlings found me. And they grabbed me and they tore in my feathers. They really, really tore them real hard. I was just left with two little tufts on my chin, on my neck. And you know how crushing that is. So I learned the lesson that I should not tamper where I was not welcome. So you take that moral of that story from me, okay?
Damn, dude.
Just full on weeping from Frankie.
Yeah, no, damn. Yeah, no, they leave. There is no ceremony. They just leave. Some of the magpies seem confused for a bit, but no, they all leave. So
Somewhere towards the end of that, it becomes clear that Sammy wet himself over the course of that.
yeah, they don't. You're not the only one. Okay, so now you have fulfilled your mission. You have mostly avoided heat, which is very, very good. You haven't done anything too obvious, apart from the punting of several birds out of a tall building. So you are free to return to the Dewey and report your success or failure. Is there anything in particular that you want to say or do at that moment?
I would like to point out our confrontation with Tony was on a tire. We were on Tony's tire.
Okay.
We did you a service on Tony's tire, Mr. Dewey.
It was stuck in the ground, so we couldn't rotate it, but we did everything. Okay, so you are in front of the Dewey, I guess, who is now, he's sitting with his daughter, who is pointing out which foliage she wants for her nesting. And he's going, all right. Yeah, she wants a lot. But those of you who have met her or heard of her before know that she is vicious, so she's going to be one hell of a Dewey when it's her turn. The current one, while also vicious, is not is a little bit more tempered. So he's smoking his little Tui stogie and listening to you recount your tale.
Mm.
So that punk, huh? That young punk
Yeah,
thought
boss.
he could
Yeah.
step on our turf. All right
Yeah.
then. All right then. We'll remember this. Now, what is the favor that you ask of me on this, the fourth day before my daughter's nesting? Because honestly, it's going to be a hell of a line. I just want to get it out of the way. The more that we front load this thing, the better. He's finished that stogie and you know, he just out of nowhere, he's got another one. Just well,
Well, honourable Dury, sir. So I've been banned from the Starlight Feather, or
the iridescent feather.
Iridescent Feather.
Mm.
If you could waive that, that would be very nice. Apparently, there's something wrong with like ripping up and causing a mess. I don't know. I didn't do anything.
As I explained, that was very necessary in order to turn himself into a spiky weapons.
Yeah, and apparently trying to start a fire is a problem for some reason. I don't know.
Huh. I'll talk with the manager. She may be amenable to a negotiation. Cutscene to like a whole bunch of Corfi flowers just being dumped in front of the manager, and her just going, "All right then."
2 days later, banned again.
Yep. But for a completely different reason this time.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyone else want to ask for a favor?
Sammy.
Sammy. Yeah. You know, over the course of these events, I got to thinking, and you ever tried a ripe apple, boss? It's been a while since I tried. Someone else has to open it up for you, and it's got to be wet. But I think I'd really like to try one of those again.
What was? Did you say ripe apple?
Apple, yeah, the juice.
Well, it's usually Starling territory, but you know what? We got an opening. We have channels of communication. Cutscene to basically there is one tree in an orchard that's been left alone. And how like apple drunk is Sammy?
He's just weirdly like coveting,
Just like stroking the apples,
yeah.
polishing them.
It was like,
Yes.
I'm sorry, my childhood. Oh God.
There's like a few starlings on another tree, just kind of like, ugh. You know what? We don't. You know what? Take it. We don't want it back. Yep. All right. Is Coco asking for anything?
I have a favor.
Hmm?
I want to know what tautology is. And what it,
And that's where
how
we
you
start.
repeat yourself. I want to know that too.
And that's where we cut, and then we have final scenes. So one for everybody. Okay. Does Sammy? Okay, Sammy Two Tufts. Do you have a final scene besides greedily stroking some apples?
I think it's morning again, and you sort of look at the branch where he was, and the branch is empty, and you just kind of pan to the TUI equivalent of the shade of a balcony. Is just lurking in the back, just watching everyone else, and enjoying a moment.
The smell of apple juice wafts through the air.
Oh, is that on me?
Alrighty, Frankie the Who. What is your final scene?
Frankie has finally gotten the splinters and things out of his feathers, losing a lot of feathers in the process. But thankfully, he has a replacement, as he's got that one magpie who also got stuck and is just like, okay, missing some feathers here, pull some out. Push them on.
The magpie's still there. I like it. Okay. And Coco, the Tuinator.
Well, I'm probably with that singer from the bar.
So you're yeah. So
Yeah.
where do you meet her?
We meet on a branch, overlooking the bar, overlooking the iridescent feather, with the sun setting romantically behind us.
Now explain to me again, what exactly is a cruel irony versus a simple metaphor? And you mentioned formulaic epithet, and I gotta say, I'm not 100% sure that they overlap.
Do you want to know how I got my name?
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay,
And that's
that was
singing
Two
from me.
Birds of a Feather. What did we think?
Amazing.
That
Good
was
one.
amazing, though.
Very
I
happy.
really think instead of the name, we should have had you roll, because with how you've been rolling, you might have still been able to succeed at the very end.
Yeah. So, how do we? So, everyone had fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And to whoever's in the chat, remember to stick around. There is a giveaway, which is for the Roll20 module. For looking at my notes,
Death match.
Deathmatch. There we go. That
Island.
thing.
Could be coming up
we
right
did.
now or soon.
There's announcement in the chat.
Sweet. You got a couple of minutes. If players are on the chat, I think they're allowed to enter.
Thanks for running, though, Wayward.
Oh no, it was fun.
It's amazing.
Thank you very much. It
was.
was a great time.
I love.
Very
this.
glad to find out about the name thing. That was good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, it's part of the game is part of a series that I am very, very slowly working on that's focused on native birds. The first in the series was Kia Mountain Trolls, where you play Kia, who are just wrecking things, all the things, all the time. And it was actually in a Kia game that the Tui Mafia, the Dewey, and such things came to life. The art is the next step and layout is the next step for the Tui game, at which point it will be available on itch. Kia game already is, if you just look up Wayward Masquerade. And after that, I am planning Kakapo.
Yay! They're my favorite.
Boom!
Yep. It's
Boom. It could, in fact, be the name of the game. They do boom.
There is a point where I want to make some kind of a joke about the boombox above the head movie cliche, with the fact that that's what made the calls are called for Kakapo. Okay, so how are we going for the giveaway?
Also, dude, I just love Corkor the Tuinator.
I know.
Best character by far.
Yeah, no, that was brilliant.
Though he did lie to us. He said you're doing a bad Schwarzenegger accent.
I think a bad Schwarzenegger is a good Schwarzenegger. I was driving home from work and I thought, actually, if I'm going to do a stream, I shouldn't be, Tufty the Lungs, who was a fairly sort of like low-key character. I should do something with a silly voice. So I was driving home, trying out different voices, you are only supposed to blow the bloody doors off and that sort of thing. And then suddenly I tried the Arnold hit. This makes no sense, but this is absolutely the one that I need to do.
No, it's
and,
right.
And
Yeah.
then I realized I'd left my computer at work and turned around and went back.
You got a Jason Statham Tui and a Michael Caine Tui. And
I'm down with it. It's
yeah,
great.
we should
And I didn't.
nudge that out of it.
I wasn't expecting that accent, but I'm not complaining. Excuse me, I'm just knitting while we wait.
That's why you kept rolling so well. Just the accent was.
Yeah,
I can't
the
believe
dice
how
are
well I roll.
intimidated.
I'm normally terrible at dice rolling, which my players
Say
are
hi,
very
Kate.
grateful for.
Oh, he's so
Kitty!
cute.
Kitty cat.
Anyway, now I need to match all
There
these
we go.
D10s back up to their sets.
Yeah.
Fun.
That one goes in this bag.
It's always good to give some love to a specific dice.
Mm.
Yeah, I was pulling out a different one every time we added another thing to our Moxie pool, and that pool just kept on growing and growing.
How many did
We
we
do have D12 go later. in
We
the,
had 8 at the end.
Nice.
No sign of slowing down, too. All these ones.
I have a lot of dice in jars. They're mostly there to look pretty.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, that's the whole point of dice, isn't they? They
Oh,
click
yeah.
it back, they look pretty.
Mine is in this monkey.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a pretty good way to contain dice jars.
It's meant to be a pencil case, but it's always been my dice monkey.
Yeah,
So
does the job.
it really does the job. It's can't remember where he comes from exactly anymore. I got him from Trade Aid when that was still around, the Fair Trade Shop. So he'll be from ethically sourced from somewhere, but I can't remember which country he was made in.
Congrats, Fluff. That's just a friend of mine. Congrats.
We got a winner.
Yeah.
One. So I can't. I think I need to find the other chat.
I've opened up the Twitch page.
Okay.
I'm not sure if there's an easier way, but that's what I did.
That's all right. I will do that. I am a dinosaur and not fully up with, the new technology. I'm okay with that.
That's fair. It's the rest of the world who's living in the past anyway.
That's true. We are technically in the future.
Still no flying cars.
One day.
I mean, we got Cybertrucks instead. No.
I mean, they could
Yeah,
go
we-
flying, like into a lake or something. That would be okay.
Yeah, we really just skipped the good stuff and went to post-apocalyptic hellscape.
Yeah.
Bird games, though. Cool. Okay. Well, am I correct enough for us being the winner?
Yep.
Yeah. We're... Oop.
Yeah.
Well,
He's gone. He's back. What is doing that? Yeah. We're good.
Okay, cool. All right, well, congratulations, to our giveaway winner, and thank you for joining us. And we are ready to sign off.
Yeah.
It's like,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
See ya.
See ya.
Kakite.
Kakite ano.
See you in the chat.
Hasta la vista. Bye, everyone.
Bye.